Post political reporter John LaVine. John, it's good to see you. We've got Democrats Josh Gottheimer joining Richie Torres, blasting squad members Rashida Tlaib, Ilhan Omar, and Cori Bush. They're saying, stop giving money to Israel, stop helping Israel. What do you say? These Democrats say it sickens them. It's reprehensible and repulsive. What do you say to all this?
I think the chickens are really coming home to roost for progressives and the Democratic Socialists and really a whole wing of the Democratic Party, which for years has tolerated anti-Israel, anti-Semitism, full-blown anti-Semitic content every single day. I mean, Ilhan Omar, how many times has she been publicly called out for the terrible things she has said about Israel and about Jewish people? The Democratic Socialists of America, which is an organization that Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is a part of, Jamal Bowman is a part of, Cori Bush is a part of. These are all House squad members. They co-organized a pro-Hamas rally in New York City on Sunday, and I personally saw dozens, maybe hundreds of people dressed up as Hamas fighters. People, if you saw them at the movie theater, at the airport, you would call the police. And and these are people in our country. They're in the subway with us. And there's a lot that needs to be answered for here. I'll certainly say that.
Let's move on to this. Dan Abrams of Mediaite, now at News Nation. He's slamming MSNBC's coverage of Israel's war against Hamas terrorists. He says MSNBC, their anchors and guests have been shamefully pandering to the far left audience and basically whitewashing terrorism. Watch this.
It's their fault, right? This is Israel's fault. It's the United States' fault. It's the policies that somehow justify or even explain the slaughter, rapes, and kidnapping of innocent civilians. And that ridiculous commentary set the tone for much of MSNBC's coverage throughout the weekend. Notice how all of a sudden, context and nuance are important for MSNBC. But when it's a story that fits their political agenda, like, I don't know, an officer-involved shooting, context and nuance go out the window. I mean, this is worse than just a double standard. Look, this is not a both sides story. Period. Since Saturday, MSNBC has made 441 references to Hamas militants or the fighters. They are terrorists. Full stop.
What do you say, John?
That's a very, very compelling monologue from Dan Abrams. I wish people watched News Nation so more people would see it. But look, something that's very important to say in this conversation is that if you look at the leading anchors on MSNBC who've been handling the coverage, it's Ali Velshi.
So that was a segment on Fox, and they're talking about the squad girls. There are politicians in the United States, and they're like pro-Hamas. They're against Israel, and I guess this is it's very disturbing because this is the first time in history that the United States literally have politicians that are against Israel. We've never had this before. We've always been pro-Israel. I get texts from people and little messages saying that Israel provoked Hamas. That's untruthful. Hamas provoked Israel. Hamas went uninvited to Israel, okay? During a holiday time, during a Jewish holiday time, disrespecting the Jewish people during a holiday. They could have waited for another day, but they choose to disrespect them on a holiday. And they actually killed and kidnapped people. So these are not good people. Hamas is not a good group. Hamas is a terrorist group. And it's appalling that there are journalists in the United States and there are politicians in the United States that are saying the American government should not help fund Israel. That is wrong. That's wrong on the face. Everybody knows that America is pro-Israel, and we're not going to change because the squads want us to change. That's their group. They do what they want, but you're not going to control the rest of us. And I don't even know how long those squad people are going to be lasting in elections, because all they're doing is hurting people with their words and pretending that Hamas is a good group and that America should stay away from the Israel-Hamas conflict when there are Americans that are dead because of Hamas. Americans died during that attack. And there are also Americans that are stuck now in Israel because of the Hamas situation. So do you think this is fair to the Americans that went to Israel? And did you see that Hamas kidnapped children and elder people? Do not tell me that Hamas is a great group or a good group. Good people do not capture elderly people. Good people do not kill or kidnap children. So Hamas action speak enough for who they are. It is a terrorist group. And our squad politicians here in the United States are either clueless, don't care, or don't know much about what's going on with Hamas and Israel. I mean, this is appalling and it's disrespectful to a lot of people that live in America. And you know what? Someday those politicians who are saying, oh, we're going to be going for Hamas, they're going to be voted out of office because America is pro-Israel and you can't change us from being pro-Israel. There's a lot of conservatives that live in the United States and they're going to back Israel. And what Hamas did to Israel is wrong. And you have to call it out. When it's wrong, it's wrong. You do not attack people unprovoked. You do not cross people's border and kidnap the elders and the children and then say that you're a good group. It is wrong. Hamas is wrong to attack Israel, and now there is a war because of that. I'm Tisha Powell. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks also for subscribing, and be sure, if you haven't subscribed, to also subscribe to the show. Once we hit 100,000 subscribers, one of our lucky subscribers will be getting a cash prize. And moving forward, after we hit our 100,000 subscribers, we'll be giving out more free cash prizes. So tune in. That's all you need to do is subscribe and tune in and watch our shows. And you will hear the questions we ask, and then you'll get a chance to respond, or we'll just randomly pick someone. But we need to get to 100,000 subscribers. And check out the tag products today from Target. They are gorgeous. They are lovely. They are beautiful. Now you can shop and watch YouTube at the same time. I love to tell people I have not been to a store in years. I've been shopping on the internet through YouTube. I've been buying up stuff. I've been able to get stuff on Safari, from Target, from Neiman Marcus, but they are gorgeous. Just look right under there, click on it, and you can shop wherever you are. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Tisha Powell. Take care of yourself, take care of each other, and subscribe for free for more breaking news and for a chance to win our cash prizes every